Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. It's early April up at the farm. Haven't been here in a little while. Not since just before Snowmageddon, which was about 3 weeks ago. Snowmageddon dropped with lake effect snow here. We dropped about 22, 24 inches of snow. I was in the city. Nora had to plow out to get in and out. If you don't remember, Nora, our number 2 daughter, is a nurse in Duluth. All right, well, it's a beautiful day. Sun's out. It was beautiful yesterday, but the fields are still really, really wet. And so can't get the tractor in there. I tore up a little section trying to get in to get some fallen wood, but there's no getting the tractors in the field just yet. So we're just gonna go cut some trees today. But the big news is I sold the Bobcat. So if you saw my prior video on my Bobcat saga, we got it sold to a gentleman with a company that rebuilds them, does fabricating, exactly the kind of guy I thought would want something like this. And so he came yesterday with his big flatbed wrecker truck and picked it up. To give you an idea how wet the fields are as we get started here, let me show you this. So we've got we've got fields here. We're standing water in any of the potholes. We've got water in the ditch. And it's been so dry this winter that we didn't have any standing water at all. But Snowmageddon 3 weeks ago has created this, and it hasn't cleared out yet. So we're just waiting for the fields to dry out a little bit. We still need to burn, but we're going to end up doing that later. Yeah, so that's an update on the farm. We'll get some video of the Bobcat getting taken away and tree cutting. But it's early here in the Northland. It's too early to start planting. It's too early to rototill gardens. It's just too early to do much of anything. I can work on the new chicken coop that got delayed last fall. Didn't on this trip, won't on this trip. I'm going to cut some trees down and then leave sometime mid-afternoon. Hey, that's all I got. Thanks for coming along. Here's the rest of that video.
Okay, well, it's a big day. We sold the Bobcat. Here comes the truck from the guy who bought it. A little story on that. As you know, and you saw in the prior video, we were going to sell the Bobcat, which I dragged my feet on it quite a bit, probably a month after the video that I produced. And I finally got around to it, posted about 6 or 7 pictures of it, and then did a long entry on a Facebook Marketplace post that said 2016 T630 Bobcat for sale, needs work. And then I listed the biggest pieces that needed work and posted it. Not knowing what to expect, I almost left. And then the messages started coming in, and I had 20 to 25 messages in the first 15 to 20 minutes that the post was up. But the most intriguing, everybody was asking how many hours on it, asking this, asking that, but the most intriguing was this guy, and he simply put in his response, "I will take it." And so we started to talk via Facebook Messenger. you're agreeing to take it for the $15,000 that I asked for it. And yes, he was. And you realize, I looked him up on Facebook, and he's got a fabricating shop west of town here. And I said, you realize you're 3 hours away from it? Yes, he does. We went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he was perfectly okay with coming to get it. So here he is, and he clearly does this on the regular. That truck of his is amazing. I mean, anybody that works on equipment would die for a truck like that. We just can't justify it because we don't work in the industry. He does. And so here we're just going to watch him get this thing loaded, make a few comments along the way. But I sure thank him for buying it. He did deliver 150 $100 bills in cash to pay for it. And that had me running straight to the bank as soon as this was done. One thing you learn, this was my first tracks machine, the one thing you learn is that those tracks don't turn if the engine isn't running. So when you have to move it because it's not running, you literally have to drag it wherever you're going. Drag it on, drag it off. You can't get the tracks to roll over. So unlike a wheeled machine where you can get the wheels to turn if the engine's not running. As he ties this down now, just tell you that it's good to have this behind us. It's good to recover from the just how badly this sucked. But no worry, a friend of mine came out. He owns a snow plowing, window cleaning, landscaping company, and turns out he leases a wheeled Cat skid loader that he said I can sublet from him for the summer. So that's going to get us the tools that I needed to do the projects I had planned without having to figure out how to go buy something else. We will buy something at some point, but this will get us through this season and get us what we need to do the projects that we're going to do. So stay tuned and take a look at those. I left this in so you could see as much of the tie down as I could get without going and moving the camera. How he put the chains in an X pattern, wrapped the excess chain around the handle of the tightener so that it wouldn't flop around and the chain wouldn't flop around. It's just really smart work. And here, this is the rundown that I think I mentioned I had from Bobcat. Listed all the parts that they saw that needed, gave a mechanic's narrative of what they saw when they were working on it. It's not the end all to be all, but it's a good start for him. He doesn't have to look up a whole bunch of part numbers for the first for the hoses and wiring harnesses and other things that this is going to need to put it together. I priced this at $15,000 because I thought a guy like this who's done this before could buy it and not put $10,000 in parts and $8,000 in labor in it, but put say $5,000 or $6,000 in parts because he can buy them right, and put his own labor in, and then resell it for $34,000 and make some profit. And that appears to be exactly what's going on. As they drive away, I will just say thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe. We got a big summer of projects going, and hopefully you'll join us.